This is going to be a short commentary about a film I just watched called What We Still Don't Know About the Cosmos. They interviewed some scientists, Martin Rees, Max Tegmark, and Nick Bostrom. It's very interesting that there's a lot of speculation now about the idea of there being more than one universe. Now, as a matter of fact, we only know for certain that there is only one universe. The universe that we are embedded in, that we are immersed in, that we emerged out of at this precise moment in time. There's been speculations about other dimensions because you can actually hypothesize other dimensions using mathematics. You can extrapolate from one dimension to two dimensions to three dimensions and then four dimensions and so on, using the existing dimensions, just adding to those dimensions. There's also the artifact that's present in the quantum mechanics, where there's simultaneity in particles appearing and disappearing, or being in two places at the same time, that appear that way. And there's also the fact that we haven't been able to visually, or through recording of electromagnetic radiation on our instrumentation, to see the visible edge of this universe that we are in. So for all intents and purposes right now, the universe is infinite in its appearance, in its extent, but not in time. It had a beginning. Whether or not it will end is more up to more further speculation. It's been speculated through Lawrence M. Krauss's book, A Universe from Nothing, Why There's Something Rather Than Nothing, that within the fluctuations at the subatomic level of reality, the vacuum itself of empty space brings forth energy from nothing. Now, if the universe eventually, if the components, constituent parts of the universe that we know of eventually evaporate, then there will become a void, a vacuum, and then within that vacuum, according to the theory, there will be more universes, other universes will emerge. This is just hypothesis. I take this very personally because I'm part of this universe. The problem that I have is now that I'm an atheist, that I don't believe in there being any supernatural agency, that it throws one into this kind of randomness that you don't really have any control over. You, as an independent individual, as an autonomous being, are subject to random events, which you as a person became formed from the spermatozoa and the ovum that got together, which was not you did not intend for that to happen as an individual. You did not use your will or your volition because you didn't exist. You emerged out of this process that is this universe. So I sympathize wholeheartedly with the transhumanists in that they want to use brute force and control their future to not be thrown into another random event. They could possibly emerge in, like they are now, in another universe through a random event. That using science and technology, they'll be able to freeze their consciousness in immortality in a simulated environment, where they'll be able to control the events that happen to them, rather than to just their brains get old and then die and then disappear into the oblivion, with the chances of them re-emerging in a parallel universe and starting all over again and not having any control over that. They want to use brute force science of artificial intelligence and control their own consciousness experience by using technological means to prevent their own self-death, so that they'll be able to live on indefinitely inside of an artificially created matrix. And I understand, I can sympathize with them wanting that, to be able to use brute force and take control over their own fate, rather than rely on karma or quantum fluctuations in the void to determine what future their emergent consciousness is going to come about into. Let me know if I'm just, like, you know, talking odd or weird or what. Let me know what you think about it, because I think this is what the direction they're trying to go in. I think the scientists are always trying to find the truth. They want to know the real reality of the situation of the universe. And as it looks to me right now, the information that I'm getting is that there could be an infinite number of other universes that have been before in the past, that might be in the future, which throws the individual person into kind of they're forced into this randomness, into this, like, throw of the dice, boom, and they appear, and they don't have any control over that as a person. And I think what the transhumanist wants to do is to upload their consciousness into an artificial matrix through using artificial intelligence, or using a prosthetic brain, and scanning their brain and putting the configuration of their nervous system into a permanent electronic media, so that they will be able to bypass the randomness of disappearing, of going into oblivion, and then re-emerging without any memory in a random event in another possible future universe. Thanks for listening. Bye.